This is time for an honest conversation about accountability. Hey, everybody, it is definitely a fork mentality day. What are you doing to feed yourself, to stay on track, to make sure that you are accountable? So I figured today was a really good day that I'd be totally honest and totally straight with you for terms of accountability. Um, I will tell you this, over the years, I've learned that the moment I say, oh, well, it's okay to miss this, or I'll do it next time, typically it starts the downward spiral of not doing it and not holding myself accountable to do what I said I was going to do. And thankfully, I learned this lesson the hard way. So you might realize that I'm a little late to today's call. So I'm just going to acknowledge that I'm like, well, what, why isn't Chef here? I'm sure you guys were asking and messaging me. And so here's my total reality. I literally just rolled out of bed. So I had the option of rolling back over and maybe getting a couple more minutes of sleep, or I could choose to honor my word and do my chef's table. And what I found was that it's super, super easy to get, not do what you say you're going to do, make up excuses, give reasons, go, oh, well, they'll forgive me. They know it's going to be okay. Maybe this is something that's happened to them too. But here's the thing. I also know that in the world of leadership, that showing up is the most critical thing I can do, right? Showing up and being there when I said I was going to be there is who I want to be in the world. So if I say that I'm going to show up for a chef table at 8:30 and I do not honor my word, what's there for me is that I'm somebody that's not trustworthy, that I might not be somebody that is reliable, that I might not be somebody that is going to do and follow through what they say they're going to do. So those are times like this morning, it's like, well, I don't want to. I'm totally being honest with you, right? It's like, well, and I had all the thoughts running through my head saying, it's okay. They'll understand. If you miss today, I'll be okay. And I was like, you know what? No, that's not true. It's not okay. It's not okay not to show up. It's not okay not to lead. It's not okay to give a word and then not fulfill through this. See, this is where I've been struggling. This is actually one of the things that I really had to develop in myself. And I was very excited over the years that I had been able to take on a leadership training that really held me accountable for 7 months. And I will tell you that when you're held to that type of standard for 7 months, not showing up is no longer an option, right? It's because who do you want to become in the world? Who do you want to be known for in the world? How do you want to be known in the world? And, we hear it all the time. We have athletes, Olympic athletes that show up every single day, whether they want to or not, right? The feeling of not wanting to do it is just a feeling. And I can acknowledge a feeling. Right. But our top athletes, we hear it all the time. It's like, oh, they're disciplined. They get up, they go, they do. And what we might not be hearing also inside of that, there are days like even like for myself, even where it's like, I don't want to. Right. It's like, can I just sleep in? And so I want you to realize that we all have those moments. Okay. We all have moments where we say to ourselves, I don't want to, I don't have time. It's, I can skip this time. We're all going to have them in this entrepreneurial journey that we're in. No one is consistent all the time and doesn't just think for a split second, right? And I know that my mentor Jimmy Azell says this all the time. He calls, I think it's Sitta. It's something. It's oh my gosh, I'm gonna totally blank on this one. I should have wrote it down because I was told you guys I write down most of my topics, but I literally rolled out of this one. But what you do is like you say something like you're like, okay, you say it and you catch it, right? It's like, what am I saying? What am I doing? You've got to catch your thoughts. You have to start getting aware of your thoughts. And I didn't really understand what this was, honestly, guys. So for those that are watching, like, hey, what, catch your thoughts? Like, yeah, it takes a lot of discipline to catch yourself in how you think. It takes a lot of discipline to catch yourself in what you say. It is something for entrepreneurship. I would say it's something that we all could definitely benefit from. There's lots of personal development courses that are out there. There's a lot of mentors that you can get with that will help you through this whole process. I will say I have done the Landmark Forum. I'm not a representative for them or anything else, but I have done the self-development and training of the Landmark Forum, and it was the most beneficial self-development training I've ever been through. Honestly, I got a lot of clarity around my business. I got a lot of I got to, as for those of you that have gone through the challenge, as Heather said, I've got to learn how to stand on my baggage and build my future. And a lot of that was just helping get this thinking right, like a lot of stinking thinking up there. So sometimes you just need to hear something from somebody else or have a different perspective, or, be asked questions that maybe you're like, oh, I never thought of it that way. Right. So really, really important that you are always, always challenging your own mindset, what you believe. We have money limitations. Limiting beliefs are all around us, including even today, right? Including even today. So, I wanted to be authentic. I just wanted to jump on with you guys. This is probably going to be the shortest one. And honestly, my message here today is that no matter what, if you give your word to do something, show up, and then acknowledge the lateness of the event. Be accountable for your actions, work inside of integrity. And integrity is not a moral obligation. It's not a good, bad, evil kind of a thing. Integrity is being of your word. Somebody that says what you're going to do and does it has been one of the big things that I've learned over the years. And, I wanted to show up for you guys no matter what. And today's message is that it happens to all of us. Every single one of us at some point will say, well, and you'll try to let something slide. So I just want to let you know that it happens to all of us. And what you should do and can do is go up and do it anyway. When you're afraid to do it anyway. When you look like you just rolled out of bed, do it anyway. Because here's the thing. When you show up, you give permission for others to show up too. So I want to say thank you guys for jumping in with me. I know we have a couple of people that are watching. But yeah, this is what happens, and this is what you do, and this is how you continue to show up and you continue to build. This is the journey of entrepreneurship, and everything happens for a reason. So I love you all. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. Mine is off to a good start so far, and I'm glad I got to share this morning with you first, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. So let's have some fun. Let's dive into the world, and we'll see you on the next chef table. With that, everybody, hope you're having a great one. We'll talk very soon. Bye, everyone.